Hello boxing fans, this is my video and it's called Hypocrisy and Double Standards in Boxing. Over the last week or two, maybe three, I've been watching a lot of videos on different people really. Andre Ward, Lucien Boutet, Amir Khan, Lamont Peterson, Mike Dana, Devin Alexander, people like that. And Joe Calzaghe as well, people like that. And there's just so many double standards in boxing by these biased fans. There's so many biased fans out there. The first person I'm going to talk about is Amir Khan, and the subject I'm talking about is the hypocrisy and double standards of Amir Khan, and the fact that people now are saying, this is saying to Lamont Peterson, do not give Amir Khan a rematch. Don't give him a rematch. Now, what I don't mind is, if Amir Khan doesn't deserve a rematch, don't give him a rematch. But the thing is, the fight was very controversial. The referee made a mockery of the fight standard. He didn't give points for things he could have given points for, and give points for things that he shouldn't have given points for, and it was totally a disgrace in my opinion. But moving on from that, because I've already said that that referee was a dick and everyone knows it. I mean, he's not going to referee a big fight again, you know what I mean? And moving on from that, I was watching this video and this guy was saying, I've noticed it before, he's been saying, he's a closet Amir Khan hater. That's what he is. He's like, he doesn't back Amir Khan ever. He can't give him respect at all. He's like he gives everyone, he gives Judah the props. He was like, Judah's gonna win this fight. Judah lost this fight. He was like, Amir Khan's dirty. You shouldn't have done it. And I was like, oh, come off it, like that. Then on this fight, he was going, Amir Khan's gonna win this hands down. However, Lamont Peterson does have a chance, and I said Lamont Peterson does have a chance as well, and I was more than right, because obviously he won. And then afterwards he was like, Amir Khan's exposed. Amir Khan shouldn't get the rematch. Amir Khan shouldn't get a rematch. And I was thinking, and there were people jumping on this bandwagon. Why? Because he deserves the rematch, because he was a champion. And they were going, he didn't give Maidana a rematch. Maidana won no more than 4 rounds. He doesn't deserve a rematch. Now this is the one where it becomes laughable. He didn't give Prescott a rematch. Right, now Prescott won the fight, so he's the one who gives out the rematches. The fact that Amir Khan said, I'm not going down that path again, is fine. He doesn't have to go down that path again. He doesn't have to fight anybody. He could do what Timothy Bradley did and just hold his title and not do nothing with it and claim he's in a dispute with his manager and then fight a 40-year-old man, but he doesn't. Moving on from Amir Khan now, because all these anti-Khan fans, because they don't support Peterson, they couldn't give a fuck about Peterson. They just hate Amir Khan. They do my head in. Okay, next we've got Lucien Boutet versus Andre Ward. This is the greatest comment left on one of my videos. Why should Andre Ward go to Canada to fight Lucien Boutet? Lucien Boutet should come to America and prove himself here. Okay, let me just realise this. A champion with over 30 fights, 31 years of age, has to come to America to prove himself when he's already proved himself in his own country and in Europe. Yeah. Now I'm comparing this to Andre Ward, who is yet to leave his home. He's yet to leave America. He's left Oakland once, and when you look at their records, they're not that dissimilar, right? Who have they got? They've got Miranda both on their record. That's fine. Carl Froch was on Ward's record, except Glenn Johnson was easily beaten on Boutet's record. So they're not that dissimilar in terms of who they fought, and people such as Alan Green wouldn't last 2 rounds with Boutet. He lasted the 12 with Ward. You see what I'm saying? They're not that dissimilar. The fact that Ward is American, all the Americans are jumping on the bandwagon now, saying, you know, Boutet's got to come to him. He's got everything to prove. He's not got anything to prove, Boutet. He's a champion in his own right. The fact that he's just holding it out of Canada, in fact he's not, he went over to Romania and held it over there once. And another thing is, if that fight doesn't happen because, let's say, neither of them decide to travel, right, who is Andre Ward going to fight in the super middleweight division? Andre Dirrell? That'll be a bit of a bore fest for me. Anthony Dirrell, yeah, we all love Anthony Dirrell. He's got a good 80% knockout ratio, right? How about, he's not got a name on his record. He's never fought a guy who's really a contender. That's a good reason why that shouldn't happen. Kelly Pavlik, All-American, right? Why not? Because it's the Olympic gold medalist against the drunk. Do we want to see that fight? Nope. Who else is there? Stieglitz, who's facing Kessler in April. Do we want to see that fight? So, in other words, the guy Stieglitz who's going to lose to Kessler, yeah? And then Kessler's going to say to Andre Ward, yeah, do you want to come out for that rematch then? And yeah, oh no, you have to come to Denmark. And Andre Ward goes, oh no, in Oakland. See, another stalemate. See what I'm saying? However, don't forget, it's alright that Andre Ward doesn't get the stick because he's American. But Butte, who's at least left his country to defend his title, gets the stick for not coming to America to defend it. That brings me on to another one. Joe Calzaghe. Let's jump on the Joe Calzaghe hating bandwagon, hey? We all hate Joe Calzaghe because he never came to America until the end of his career. Rah. So, in other words, you're saying that a guy who's defended the title for over 10 years, right? There's always someone better than you out there, and he never found that person. A guy who was a hypochondriac, right? He used to get an injury and called off the fight because he wasn't 100%, right? That's the guy Joe Calzaghe was, right? He didn't fight 100%. If he wasn't 100%, he never fought, right? He's a bum now, right? Because he fought all of his fights in England and Wales, yeah? However, people such as... Oh, let's go back to Andre Ward. Has never left the United States. He never left it in the Super 6, and he gave away nothing in the Super 6. Yet I can still recognise Andre Ward as a great champion. There's double standards, right? How can people do this? How can people say, but Joe Calzaghe's a slappy little Euro bum, right? Yeah, because Andre Ward's knocked out how many people recently? And Andre Ward has the exact same problem that Calzaghe had. Every time he hits someone hard, he breaks his hand. In fact, you might say Andre Ward will have to change his style and base everything on his speed and become the American version of Joe Calzaghe. Imagine that. Oh wait there, that's going to be a reality. And now we finally move on to Floyd Mayweather, right? I love Floyd Mayweather. You see, it's not that the guy is in jail now for 90 days for being he's been convicted, hasn't he? So he did it, in my opinion, in the eyes of the law, of assaulting his wife, right? Now people are defending Floyd to the death because Floyd is a great guy. No, he wouldn't attack a woman, Floyd. He wouldn't do that. He's not a coward. He wouldn't do anything like that. Come on, it's Floyd we're talking about here. Floyd's got a bad rep because he's an American celebrity. That's why they've convicted him. Or did he get saved because he's an American celebrity? How long do you think you'll get for assault? Just generally assault, maybe assaulting a woman. You'll get about 2 years probably in jail. Floyd got 90 days. Count your blessings. Why didn't Floyd fight tooth and nail to defend his honour? I wouldn't hit a woman. Because he knew he couldn't win. Why couldn't he win? Because they had something over him. But Mark, there's no videos or pictures. Who takes pictures of themselves getting beaten up? Is that things that happen in America normally? Did they have testimonies? Well, yeah, they did actually. Oh, okay. And now you've got every other idiot under the sun coming at you saying, I would hit a woman if she was coming at me like that. So you've just admitted you'd hit a woman, like a coward. Some great people commenting on these videos, man. And now my absolute favourite, British boxing bashing. Okay, so where do we start with that? British boxers have won only 2 out of 12 world title fights this year. All British boxers must therefore suck. Okay, well that's generalistic and that's a bit crap really. Let's break down this, okay? Break it down. Andre Ward versus Carl Froch. Who was going to win that one? That was a bit of a no-brainer really. Wladimir Klitschko versus David Haye. That was also a bit of a no-brainer really. Okay, moving on again, right? Matthew Macklin versus Felix Sturm. We should really take that one off, shouldn't we? Because Matthew Macklin won that fight but was robbed. Amir Khan versus Lamont Peterson. The referee gave 2 points to Peterson, right? Took 2 off Khan, in other words. And that was the difference between victory and a loss. We should probably take that one off as well, shouldn't we really? Yeah. So that's already 4, isn't it, that they've won to 12, okay? Then who else is there? Oh yeah. Sergio Martinez versus Darren Barker. That's a no-brainer as well, isn't it? And considering Martinez looked shit in that fight, I don't think that's one that they should really talk about. Who else has lost a world title this year? I actually cannot remember. Well, I'm going to assume that they're not adding Ricky Burns in as a British boxer, considering, Scotland is part of the United Kingdom, because he's won 2 in his own right, you know what I mean? And that's not including his lightweight WBO interim title right now. You see, all those stats have hid one fact, okay? They've hit that 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, British boxers would be lucky to get 2 world title shots a year. Never mind 12. So the fact that they've got 12 this year shows that something must have happened for them to get to that level in the first place. So things are on their way up, do you see what I mean? And a lot of people who are saying this are actually Americans. And considering American boxing is on the decline, it's a good way of deflecting the fact that American boxing is like shite right now. Other than people like Mayweather. And, well, is there anyone else who looks absolutely brilliant other than maybe Broner and Ward? No, I don't think there is. I want to say thank you for listening and add in your boxing double standards below and the hypocrisy that goes with it. And of course, Happy New Year.